Hello, welcome to Steaming Forward. We're gonna do something a little bit different today for our project. So everyone knows what darts are, I'm assuming. Board on the wall, got a dart with a pointed tip and a little tail. It's a fun game that basically anybody can play. Well, at least anybody above a certain age. So darts are expensive though, especially really good ones, but if you're just playing for fun, casually, you don't want to spend a bunch on an expensive dart set, I've got a little solution that might help. It's going to involve a nail, several of your simple, I believe they're called pony beads, little, any really type will do. You're of course going to want to use ones where your pony bead fits over your nail. Otherwise, it's kind of useless to have them. But for the most part, anything will work. The generic, ones that everyone knows what they are definitely work. But you can even do like weird ones, like I have a butterfly-shaped one here in my hand. Even that will slide over this nail. The rounder ones are better, but it really doesn't matter. Whatever you find is what you can find. And that's the best part about a lot of these stuff. So, what we're gonna need is hot glue, obviously, as we always do. We're going to need the Post-it notes, the pony beads, the nail, like I already said, as well as tape. So to start, you're going to want to take your Post-it note and wrap it up into a conical shape, which I have already pre-done, and then tape right on the part where it's together, so that way it's nice and sturdy. And then depending on, now the way you do this can affect how well or easy it is to continue forward. But if you do manage to roll it, I'm going to try and do it purposefully here for you guys. If you do manage to roll it in a weird way where there's a large sort of part that's higher than the rest, just take scissors and cut it, it'll be fine. Or if you really feel like leaving it there, it doesn't affect much. The nail is heavy enough to make it not matter, but it's for aesthetic purposes, so you look more professional in your building. Alright, so once that's done, you're just gonna drop the nail down into the hole, take your hot glue, which you're gonna wanna have plugged in and pre-ready, so that way it moves faster along, and just kinda drop some down the hole right onto the top of the nail. Once that's done, let it dry for a bit so you can actually use it. And hold on, my hot glue seems to have gotten stuck. So just quickly poke some of that down in there. And then scrape that off. Real quick. Alright. I believe I got plenty of it down there. And then if you really want to make sure, which I'm going to, just put a little bit of glue on the outside. Real small amount, doesn't have to be anything much. And then if you're like, right now mine isn't super hot because I just plugged mine in, so it doesn't hurt. But if you wait a little bit to where it's still a little bit malleable, you can slide your hot glue up the side to make it look less globbed on and unclean for, once again, like I said, purposes for aesthetic reasons. I'm going to grab more hot glue here before we move on, since the one I have with the stick is almost out. Alright, from there, you got your nail in your feather, basically. It's same thing as feather for an arrow almost. They do the same thing. And then so from here, just slide on 4 beads. Multicolored is wonderful and fun. Makes it look really great and hilarious. And 2, and finish it off with an orange one. So there you go, you got your 4 beads. Size isn't super important, but you know, you want to make sure there's a tip left. And enough room also on the tip to where you can add 1 more bead. But before you add that last bead, we're going to take more hot glue and just gently put it on around our nail before quickly sliding the last bead down over that spot to secure the rest of them in. And that's your dart. They fly really well, and you can basically make a dartboard of your own using a cork board you can get from anywhere. Just cut it, or if you want to make a board from scratch, you can get cork and wood, and then just take, you know, cut out circles from both. But if that's not your style, you don't want to try something that big with wood, there's an easier option that I will be doing for my next video, and it will work with this dart and all the other darts that I will be showing you how to make in future videos. Thank you for joining me,